Hi guys, it's Liv and Bobby vlog here. So I want to start doing a reading Saturday video kind of thing every Saturday for the rest of the year until I have completed this set. Hang on. Anyway, this does belong in here, but I just can't get it in. This set. So what I'm going to do is I think I've got, oh, for God's sake. No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. I've got spin the reel. So what we're going to do is give me 2 seconds. Right. Delete. Unicorn Academy. Books for YouTube. So we've got Rainbow. We've got, let me go and set this up and I'll be right back. Right, I've done setting it up. So we've got Sophia and Rainbow. We've got Olivia and Snowflake. We've got Anana and Whisper. We've got Matilda and Pearl. Layla and Dancer. Ava and Star. Freya and Honey. Rosa and Crystal. Isabel and Cloud. And Scarlet and Blaze. So, whatever book is last on this wheel is the book we're going to read tonight. So, let's see this book is out first. So let's spin it. Ready? So the first one is Scarlet and Blaze is out, which is this one. So this book is out. So that's out. Let's spin it again. Next one out is Rosa and Crystal. Rosa and Crystal is this one. So that's book number 2 out. Spin it again. Comment down below what book will be the last book we're going to read today. What book we're going to read tonight. So the next one is Isabel and Cloud, which is right at the bottom. Which is this one. Book number 3 out. Ooh. Right, here it goes again. Olivia and Snowflake. So that's book number 4 out. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books left. And we've got 4 out so far. Oh, excuse me. Right, what book is out next? Sophia and Rainbow. That's a first. Next one. Freya and Honey. Freya and Honey's out. So it's Patrine, Matilda and Pearl, Arana and Whisper, Layla and Dancer, and Ava and Star. Which one's going to be next? Layla and Dancer. is out. So it's between Arana, Matilda, and Ava and Star. Matilda and Pearl, which is this one. So now it's between these two. Which one is going to be out? And which one are we reading tonight? Arana and Whisper. So it looks like it's Ava and Star we're reading this time. So looks like we are reading Ava and Star. So I'm going to read from chapter 1 to chapter 2. So, and then next Saturday it will be from chapter 2 up to chapter 3. From the Saturday after that will be from chapter 3 to chapter 4. And then so on. So, without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So first, we're going to read the blurb. Ava and Star love their beautiful garden at Unicorn Academy. It's where they grow their very own magical plants. When the sky berries that the unicorns need to survive disappear, Ava and Star are sure they can help. They must find more of that special berries before every unicorn's magic starts to fade. So this book is actually on Netflix. So I might end up watching the Netflix film tonight, actually, thinking about it. And I need to watch the one that says Ava and Star. So yeah. Chapter 1. Star woke up, whispered Ava. Star, wake up, whispered Ava. Star was asleep in a stable. She looked so sweet with her eyes shut tight and her yellow and purple mane curling over her white coat. Ava smoothed a lilac curl that was sticking up between Star's spilled gold and purple horn. Ava! Star's eyes snapped open and she scrambled to her hooves. It's early, even for you. Is something wrong? Ava groaned. No, everything's fine. I'm just excited. Last night the teachers told us we're going on a scavenger hunt this morning instead of lessons. We've got to collect things from around the school grounds in teams. Star picked up her ears. That sounds fun. Ava nodded. I woke up thinking about it, and when I looked out the window, I saw something I had to show you. Come with me. Blinking and yawning, Star followed Ava through the stable of sleeping unicorns to the door. Ava, stop. Close your eyes. Star abruptly closed her eyes. Ava felt her heart swell with happiness as she realised how much her unicorn trusted her. Putting her hand on Star's warm neck, she guided her outside. You can open them now, she whispered. Look. Wow. Star blinked. A ball of sunshine was visible on the horizon. As it rose, filling the gap between two mountains, the dark sky rippled with orange, pink and gold. Doesn't the school look beautiful? Said Ava. Across the lawn, the marble walls and glass windows of Unicorn Academy glowed in the sunrise, and in the distance the multicoloured water of Sparkle Lake glittered and shone. It's the best sunrise I've seen in ages. There's the picture, if you want to have a quick look. Ava smiled. I had to share it with you. Spring's coming, Star. I can smell it in the air. So we go and plant my new seedlings before I have to go for breakfast? Good plan, said Star eagerly. I'll dig the holes. That would be brilliant. Ava kissed her unicorn on the purple star on her forehead. I love having you as my unicorn. I can't imagine being partnered with a unicorn who didn't like gardening. And I can't imagine being partnered with a girl who doesn't like plants and nature, said Star, her warm breath tickling Ava and making her giggle. Ava and Star had been paired together in January 3 months ago, when they both started at Unicorn Academy. Ava still finds it hard to believe that she was really here, training to become a guardian of a wonderful unicorn island. The island was nourished by magical waters that flowed up from the centre of the earth and out through the fountain in Sparkle Lake. Rivers carried the precious water around the land so that it helped all the people, animals and plants on Unicorn Island to flourish. Students usually spend a year at Unicorn Academy when they were 10, but sometimes they stayed longer if the unicorn needed more time to discover the magic power, or if they hadn't yet bonded with their unicorn. Bonding was the highest form of friendship, and when it happened, a lock of the student's hair would turn the same colour as the unicorn's mane. Ava couldn't help feeling a little surprised she and Star hadn't bonded already. Do you think Miss Primrose paired us together because we both love plants and nature? Asked Star. Maybe, said Ava. Or maybe there was another reason. You never know with Miss Primrose. Miss Primrose was the Rise Head teacher who had been in charge of the academy for many years. She was strict, but she could also be very kind. Well, whatever her reason, I'm very glad she did, said Star. I wonder when I'll find out what my magic power is and when we'll bond. Ava felt a clench in her stomach. 2 of the girls from Sapphire Dorm had already bonded with their unicorns. Ava couldn't help but worry that she was doing something wrong. She knew a lot about plants and animals, but she wasn't very good at reading and writing. What if Star never found her magic power and they never bonded because she wasn't clever enough to help her? That would be awful. Star nudged her. Should we go and get your plants from the greenhouse? Ava squished her niggling anxiety. Aren't you forgetting something she said? You haven't had any breakfast yet. Star burst out laughing. Silly me, I'm getting as forgetful as you, Ava. Impossible, Ava chuckled. She and Star went back inside the stables. Ava found a bucket and went to fill it with sky berries. But when she lifted the lid of the feed bin, she blinked in surprise. It's almost empty, she said to Star, who was watching from the doorway. She checked the other feed bins. They all are. Oh, forgot to show you the picture. Just where my finger is. What? They can't be. The gardeners fill the bins up with berries every day, said Star. Sky berries grow on the mountain slopes behind the school. Not only were they the unicorn's favourite food, they were full of the vitamins they needed to stay healthy and helped keep the unicorn's magic strong. Star came over to check, but as she put her nose into a feed bin, she knocked it over. The remaining berries spilled onto the floor. Star, exclaimed Ava. Whoops, said Star, nudging the berries into a pile with a muzzle. I'm sorry, Ava. Don't worry. Ava scooped them up and put them back in the bin. She adored Star, but sometimes she wished she wasn't quite so clumsy. There are only enough berries for the unicorns to have breakfast. I'll better tell Miss Rosemary. Miss Rosemary, the care of unicorn's teacher, was in charge of the stables. No, eat up, she said, filling Star's bucket with berries. Star grumbled up her berries. As she finished her last mouthful, she gave Ava a hopeful look. Is there still time to plant out your new seedlings before breakfast? If we're quick, said Ava. First, Ava and Star went to the potting shed to collect the gardening tools, then to the greenhouse for Ava's plants. Between them, they carried everything to Ava's small patch of garden. The spring earth was soft and easy to dig. Star made the holes while Ava rescued the worms that got dug up, carefully moving them to a new home. Then Ava planted each seedling into a hole and patted earth around it. Star leaned over her shoulder. The last seedling was smaller than the rest. Star accidentally nudged it with her nose and it fell over. No! Poof! A tiny spark flickered next to the plant. Oh! Exclaimed Ava. Sorry, I was being clumsy again, said Star anxiously. I didn't do any damage, did I? I meant the spark. Ava sniffed the air. And what's that sweet smell? What smell? Star looked mystified. It's gone, but it smelt like... Ava shook her head. Hang on. Just gone a bit cold again. Let me sort these. Oh, I need to sort that out. I'll sort that out after my video. There we go. Why reading makes me so tired? I do not know. Nothing. I probably imagined it. For a second, I thought you were getting your magic, though. Wouldn't it be brilliant if you had plant magic? Imagine what fun we could have. Every unicorn had a special type of magic. In Sapphire's Dawn, Sophia's unicorn had light magic, and Scarlet's unicorn had fire magic. Star stared at Ava. Plant magic is very powerful. I'm much too clumsy to have something that special. Being clumsy doesn't matter. I bet you could have plant magic. Ava dusted the dirt from her hands, then stroked Star's forehead. Why don't you try again? Star dipped her head and blew on the ground. Nothing happened. She gently touched the row of seedlings with her nose, taking extra care not there you go. To knock them over. Nothing, she said, sadly. They're exactly the same size. I knew I wouldn't have plant magic. You still might. Ava hugged her tightly. And, anyway, I love you just the way you are, whatever magic you end up having. Star whined happily. Just then, there was the sound of someone approaching at a fast gallop. Ava looked round and saw her best friend, Sophia, racing up to them on her handsome unicorn Rainbow, which is the one that we need, which is one of the books as well. Sophia, you look like you're in a hurry, exclaimed Ava. I am, panted Sophia, her dark curls bouncing on her shoulders as Rainbow halted. You need to come with me. Miss Rosemary wants us all to meet at Sparkle Lake. We're about to start the scavenger hunt. But what about breakfast? We're taking it with us in backpacks. Really, said Ava? You're not joking. Cross my heart, it's true, said Sophia, folding her arms over her riding hoodie. Miss Primrose wants us to find the things on the scavenger hunt list as quickly as possible. What's the rest, said Ava? I don't know. Sophia's eyes shone, but it isn't exciting. But isn't it exciting? Let's get to the lake and find out more. Now that we've got to chapter 2, you guys are going to have to wait until next Saturday to find out what happens. Don't you worry, I am not going to cheat, and I am not going to read it until next Saturday. So you guys will find out with me next Saturday. So I wonder what's going to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below, what do you think will happen in chapter 2 leading up to chapter 3? So what do you think will happen next? And we will see and we will find out next Saturday around 6 o'clock if I'm not busy. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos just like this one. And I'll see you guys probably next Saturday when we find out what happens in chapter 2. This is part 1. Next Saturday is chapter 2. See you guys then. Bye for now. Mwah!